Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Guess who it is?
Hey y'all. It's the
Thaunties.
We
All
gotta
four of us.
Hercules.
By the
It's
grace
been
of
so
God that we're all
long.
here.
Yes, it is none but the grace of God that we are out here.
Jesus.
Grace and mercy.
Hi,
Don't start getting sentimental.
You and me us never part. My king got
y'all. It's been so long.
It
We
has.
have seen each other, so it was probably 2 months ago, maybe.
Yes, that we
It's been
all
a
shot
long
together.
Was our last show
It's been a
together?
long
Was that our
time.
last show?
I should have met you.
Thank you.
I think we may have did something online, but I think we did like.
What? No, we
Yeah.
did a couple shows online, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It hasn't
we
been the
missed you
same.
guys.
We're all
Yeah.
here
Yeah, we
together.
missed you guys.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all glad to see us.
I
As
know.
glad as we are to be together and to bring
Right.
you a Thaunties show. So it's been a little bit different. So we appreciate y'all's engagement that you've had on our social
Yep.
media and going back to check out our old shows. Checking out our website. We haven't even celebrated our website. Release. So we have a website now. So that's what we do. Shout out to
Shout out to us.
Two E's.
Two
Ashley
E's.
Johnson.
Can they
Yes.
leave me messages there now?
Well,
I think they can
us to you.
email.
Now you want somebody.
Now
to
you
leave
want a
you
message.
I'm joking.
No.
Wait a minute. Why did she just say that?
Yeah, leave us some messages.
Leave
Is that
her a
for my
message.
fan mail?
And so
Oh shit! Yeah.
this is good. This is positive. I noticed today that in the past week, like our engagement or the viewership on Instagram was like 2,200.
For
and
real?
That's good.
Oh,
Considering,
thank you.
But yeah. So check us out. So for y'all who may not have ever met us or come in contact with the Thaunties, we are the Thaunties. And you're probably asking yourself,
What is
well,
that?
what is a Thauntie? Well, we like to say a Thauntie is a term of endearment for a mature, confident woman with a turn up in her spirit. And it's very important that we distinguish that because, there's other thriving podcasts that, people that call themselves aunties. But shit, even 20-year-olds is calling themselves aunties now.
They
but
are.
to be a Thauntie, baby, you got to be tried and true.
Tried and true.
You gotta them raise some kids.
You got to be tried and true.
Here it
baby.
is, baby.
Been
You
through
don't
the
have
fire.
to live a little bit.
You don't have to live something.
You can't be the 20-somethings down being an auntie. Wait your turn.
Yeah,
Wait your turn.
It's coming, boo. I'm telling you, and it comes quick.
The real.
Well, it's still like a look about a Thauntie. We don't just like raise kids. We done raise them kids.
Raised
you
them
go.
kids.
We done raise them kids.
Plus
Yes.
a few other people's kids.
Thank you.
Other people cheered.
Cheering.
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our new viewers, they might not know who we are. They
may
might not
not.
have done
I'm sure they can
the
research.
due diligence to see who we are. We should just tell them our name.
Tell
Yeah.
them who you are.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Parker. Who are you?
I'm Mika J.
And I'm Foxy.
Oh, I forgot it.
I don't know why we just didn't go in order.
My new member changed her name to us allll. No longer Foxy.
Foxy.
I've been Foxy
Let
for a
Foxy
minute.
for a minute.
I just had to say it to her face.
Yeah.
For a minute.
But to our devoted followers who have been rocking with us
You didn't
since...
introduce yourself.
She said buns and laugh.
Did I say buns?
Totally
I thought I said
missed it.
buns.
This is buns, buns.
Yeah. I'm a buns. Fifi / the buns. I don't know. We'll see as the day goes. Yeah. Probably so.
I don't know, guys.
But I lost my train of thought. I was going to say that people who have stuck with us.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all sticking in there. And so what you may know of the Thaunties may shift, it may look different because we already told y'all, but our friend is so smart and important. And she moved across country on us.
She bounced.
So as much as we want to make it work, we know that the Thauntie brand is all about our vibe. It's about how we interact with each other. And we think that that's what y'all like. So that's what we're going to try to do. More in person, content, do together versus, some people being in different locations and then when Fox is home, or hey baby, what they need is the Thaunties in Vegas. So we will be going out west.
I don't know if we're gonna arrest it.
You think we're gonna arrest
Oh,
you?
God. No, we're not.
No, I'm too old for jail now.
No.
It's just a joke. No,
Pretty
no.
much everything in Vegas though is legal.
Yes.
That we like to
Everything
do.
we do.
Yeah.
I didn't get arrested
Yeah.
last time.
Everything we like to do is legal.
None
so,
of the times. You've been there several
is
times.
true.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't got arrested. Thank you, Lord.
Exactly.
Lord.
So what we like to typically do, you've seen us have guests, and so we'll probably go back to spotlighting more Black-owned businesses. People in the community are doing great things. People that got something to talk about. But for today, it's just us.
How
We gonna catch
started,
up.
The original.
The original.
Boom.
Welcome back.
It's shaking it up
a little bit, so the
Shaking it
Thaunties
up.
will look a little
Yes,
different.
well, every week.
You might see 1 or 2, you might see 3 or 4,
And that's
baby. We
it.
still in the building.
But we
We
still in the
in the
building. Yeah,
building.
exactly. Every
you go.
housewife ain't on all of the cities, right?
Who cares? We do us.
Exactly. So, but we usually do start off when we do a
that an
drop it like a
espresso?
Thauntie. This
Is that an espresso?
No, it's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon
Why
and
is that
gingy.
modern? Oh, okay.
Ginger.
That's the ginger. It's a little
I was
malty.
wondering,
Bourbon's
yeah.
kind of malty though.
I don't drink that.
Sometimes.
You think
All right,
so?
let's.
Well, I don't have a lemon to.
Yeah,
a lemon
so-
or a lime. You
got
got a lemon to
liquor.
lime? You know, party pack.
Yeah, nothing.
Leave her alone. She
Foxy,
don't live
She
here.
doesn't live here.
Don't hold her accountable. This is a spring.
I don't have
This is
anything.
a summer house.
Oh, yeah.
Her
summer home.
weekend home.
My weekend home.
We can get away.
My weekend get away.
So instead of doing like drop it like a Thauntie, where we usually talk about hot topics, which I'm sure we'll get into a ton of hot topics, we just want to spend some time with each other and catch up because we all have life-changing events
Yeah.
and so lots of things to talk about. So then we usually do an Ask a Thauntie where people send us questions. So maybe I'll put these tricks in the hot seat today. And then we'll do a listen to your Thauntie where we always give you some good advice to lean on and to get you through the week. So, ladies.
Well, first of all, we have to shout out Fred because we decided on a whim that we was gonna shoot, and I said, Fred, we need you. And once again, Fred shows up for us. So
Yeah.
the Thaunties love
We
Fred.
love Fred.
Fred Reynolds, guys.
Fred
Fred Reynolds is the
Part
dope.
5
Frederick.
media.
His name is
Oh,
Frederick Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Look him up. Google
For
him.
all your
Google him.
media.
Oh, you've seen all his work because he was working all Derby weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the buildings. In all the buildings.
All
And he
the
make
buildings.
you
In
look
all
hot.
the buildings.
Yeah.
He does make you look hot.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you, Fred, for making me look hot.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, so where we starting?
Well, since you talking,
Go
you
on, let's
start.
get it.
What we
get it.
talking about?
What are we talking? Go ahead. I'm at it.
What are we
Go,
talking
girl.
Let's talk about you. What's going on?
about? What's going on?
Yay.
Oh,
Let's talk
okay,
about
so
yay.
someone wants us to talk about what's happening in the world right now. And I think the hottest topic, it's kind of a little old, but it's kind of still hot because who says this? But Kanye, I don't know, I'm pretty sure the whole world has seen this, has let us know that he started having relations with his boy cousin at the age of 14. And just last week, he let us know that he's gay.
Oh, he did?
But did he say he was gay because he did that?
No, he said, I'm gay.
We shouldn't talk about mentally ill people.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, we
That's
can talk
it. That's
about
why
it. I'm going
he's
to let y'all
mentally
already
ill.
know. Like, I got so much going on in the life of Buds. I don't really know what's going on in the world. I'm so sorry. I know I should be abreast if we're going to report about stuff, but I don't got that.
Watch the news.
I don't know.
Watch the news.
I just told you
But
what
that
I
ain't
know.
on the news. But I'm like you, Tara. So you think he's mentally ill?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, for
everything he
sure.
does.
Everyone knows
I definitely
that.
So
think
why
he's
we talking
mentally
about
ill. So, but you know, that's what he do. He like the media.
He likes
talking
it.
He loves
He likes
attention.
I just
And we
I
are
just
the
know.
media,
Yeah,
Kanye.
he loves the
No,
attention.
I'm not talking about you. I'm praying for you because ever since your mama
That's what he
died,
needs.
That's
you
what-
ain't been
yeah.
right.
He hasn't been right.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not
he
talking
hasn't.
about him.
But
It's
you
all-
made a good point on the group chat that maybe this is what he needs to release his demons.
I think so. I think a
Release
lot of
him
people.
to your therapist. We don't need to hear about it.
But for
I
him, that
think for
is
him-
social media
Is
and the
his
world
therapy?
is his therapy.
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm
got it
saying?
out. I got it out. Now you know.
Now
Yeah.
you know.
Nobody
Now-
cares.
Now nobody
So-
has anything on me.
We
I
didn't
done let
care
it be
about
out.
it at
We
first.
didn't
People
care.
do care. Some
But
people do.
I do got a question
Keep
though.
something to yourself.
See, I think it was a cousin that stole his laptop. You remember he said a cousin stole his laptop that had
Oh,
him
when he had
doing
that
stuff on
years
it.
ago.
and
Oh,
wanted
maybe
money
that's
from
why he
him.
brought it
So
up.
I wonder if it's the same cousin.
So
Maybe.
you knew that.
He
I don't
didn't
even
clarify.
know.
I didn't even know
It's
that.
way too deep for me. I don't care what it is.
And I know
He don't have to say
old
nothing.
stuff about Kanye because I'm a Kanye fan. Like I
A lot
like
of people. I like
Kanye's
old
music.
Kanye.
That's why I'm upset about
I
him
like
being
Kanye's
sick and he's in the
music.
media. Listen, you know, he was so brilliant over here, but you know they say
Right.
people be crazy. They be brilliant in
Yeah.
one area and loony over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I leave his loony alone.
Yeah.
He's shown me that he's
Leave
loony.
your loony alone.
Leave it alone. He's crazy.
That's a good listen to your
Yeah,
Thaunties.
so,
Leave
It's
the
so
loony
sad because
alone.
for real.
Yeah.
He don't
Leave it
got.
alone.
Where's the aunties when they need it? Right now, he need an auntie, somebody.
He needs a Thauntie.
one of them
He
cooking
needs
on
one
to
of
be like,
us.
baby, come on over
Yeah.
here. You need to
Yeah.
be quiet.
Because we'll come over here. Stop talking. What I asked you the other day. Now, why would you say that? She said you use your school teacher voice.
She went from a party girl to a teacher. Like I was the student. I was so like, what? I didn't do anything.
Why would you do that?
She didn't say it with authority that way, Foxy.
Yeah.
What she don't like is your new name.
I gotta get used to it. But
I can't.
she said it in an appalled, grown-up way. Now, why would you do that?
You must have been out of pocket.
Yes. She can't control her face.
It's a matter of opinion.
She never has been able to.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why
Thank
you need those glasses on
I didn't have on
24/7. She didn't have on no glasses.
what?
And I was just like, and I was just caught because the offended person right now could see me because they looking at me and I'm looking like.
It's all right. I didn't do it on purpose. You know how a reaction, you just be like,
Sorry, I had a cough.
And it was okay, but Fee didn't know. But it's like, just simmer down and nobody else will know.
Yeah.
what I
Until you
was
did
saying.
that.
Nobody noticed but you.
Thankfully. And Renika. But
She hit me on this
All your
side and you
friends.
hit me on that side.
Oh gosh.
And I just said, I said, well, I'm about to go.
yeah.
It's the best thing to do.
It is. It is.
When you need to
When you're
Guess what
getting
they
out of
said?
control.
Sit back down. See, they wanted it.
because if you just get up and leave like then it becomes even ruder. You know, just chill.
What did I tell you about chilling in the space of people that I don't like in my aura?
She don't want them in her aura.
She doesn't want them in her aura.
You have to be grown and
Love
dismiss yourself sometimes. It's okay.
Okay.
Foxy, we've been missing you.
I miss y'all too.
We need you, Foxy.
You're the voice of
Leadership
reason.
is gone, and we out here running amok.
I miss
Some people, I'm not running amok. Other
I
people
either.
running amok at the car show, chasing people off. Lord help us. You can't have real.
I didn't chase him
time.
out. He was scared, and I can't help that.
In true Thauntie fashion, an incident happened when we were enjoying our derby festivities. Bun seen a guy she thought was hot. And instead of just being nice to him, she said, come here. And we didn't realize we were following him. And she's leading us around.
I couldn't find him.
So
I
we
lost
look like
him.
predators
I lost
for
him.
about 3 or 4
I
cars.
lost him.
Because
I
we're
lost him.
unruly, me,
I
her,
lost
and
him.
Missy. And she's like this. And I'm like, which way we going? Ain't that this? No, come on. Just go. I'm like, what is that? Finally, when I realized we're going the opposite direction of the way we should
Church,
be.
but I want to look at this car. We'll come back to it.
Next thing I know,
I'm going this way.
next thing I know, I'm like,
Foolishness.
and then I seen a guy and Fee walked up on him smiling and he took off.
Why he left? What she found him?
He took off like he was terrified. Like he just stood there and then he was just like, and then Bun turned around and said, well, this is the story of the life we live, guys.
This is why camera need to follow us around. I tell them all the time, we are so much funny and just fly by.
You have to have fun. Life is grueling.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh. Keep from crying.
Well, speaking of life being grueling, so as we mentioned, Fox has been given a blessing, and she's moving across country.
Mm-hmm.
Mika J, she has 2 graduations
I
coming up
do.
with her children.
Yeah.
I have made a total life shift, and Mr. Parker is there.
Guess what I'm doing? About to retire. Feeling humble, grateful, a lot of gratitude. I'm enjoying this thing called life. Kids grown, take care of themselves, baby. I'm loving this.
I love it.
I love
it.
Chilling. I love it. I am not needed.
And so we haven't really.
But you kind of are, because now you're in the second phase of granny.
It's a yes.
It's fine
You
being a
are-
granny
yes.
because I can drop her off.
Yes, yes.
But I'm saying, like, I'm so grateful that like I don't like have to do stuff every day.
Yes.
Like, oh, I gotta get this
feel
one,
like-
and I got that one. So I'm grateful. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
All of it. I'm glad that I can relax because I've done so much for a long time.
But I feel like if you have to get the grandkid and the dog, you are definitely in high phase of granny.
Hey.
High
If you-
phase.
Grannies
Like
have no phases. You a granny or you're not? Yes, I do babysit the child and the dog.
Not the child.
The child and
And the dog.
Every time the child
That's a grand dog.
and that's what they say.
It's a grand
Granny,
dog.
don't treat your grand dog like that. Girl, get out of here.
And what y'all don't know is that she don't
I
really like
don't like
animals.
pets.
So
Thank
she's
you.
super patty about people's animals. So this is how God does her.
Yeah.
It is.
Payback.
3-4 days a week, I gotta watch this dog and not be biased.
And you've been called granny because I remember once upon a time
It just
before
didn't sound right.
you was gonna be grandmother.
I thought it
I'm
was
gonna be called
important. And then when she
grandmother.
said it sounded so wicked.
We told you that.
Grandmother, I was like,
Keep on wanting to be grandmother.
I am grandmother. Because I'm not nobody's granny.
Well,
Well,
We
she
know
calls
that.
you that now.
It's fine.
We know that.
I only hear it by her sometimes.
It's okay.
It's fine. That's my
So
show.
Howard never in the bedroom says, "Hey, Granny."
I wish-
Oh my God!
I
Drive
wish you
straight
would.
up. Becomes
Thank
the
you. 'Cause
desert.
who do you think I am? 'Cause I ain't her.
I'm not your granny.
Thank you. Definitely not.
Do you call him Poppy though?
I was gonna say,
No.
you don't?
So I'm not calling them none of
God
them.
damn.
things.
Yeah.
Girl, Poppy. You know she does. She
I wouldn't dare say it. It's Blake's name. No, he is not young and hot. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, Poppy. Well, damn, Howard.
I know.
She's patty.
I know. But we said all that to say that we haven't caught up with each other.
We haven't.
And to keep it 100, our group chats has been very, very light.
It really
So we don't
has.
even
No,
know
we don't even
Is
talk
the-
like
is
that
that
no
the story
more.
of your life?
what's going on.
The group chat?
Us?
Our
I
group
just
chat,
call
we
you.
pretty much
Vagina
talk every
line?
day.
Talk every day.
Yeah, a vagina line is
I
in
think
life.
y'all the only
So we
people that
don't
I
even
did talk to
know.
every
Our
day.
line name.
Oh, now they know our name.
You outed us.
Don't tell them
Oh,
my
sorry.
line.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
Women only. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
women only. It's just us.
It's okay though
'Cause they
because
got
everybody's
husbands that like to
living.
sniff around.
Yes.
Everybody's
Yes,
living.
everybody's living.
Everybody's
Tiffany's in
living.
a different time zone. When
Yeah.
she's off work, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
But what we're going to do today is just kind of catch up with each other because I think that even in our new seasons, there are relevant topics and stuff that's happening every day that, you know, like I had a freak out moment parenting grown ages.
Oh, yes,
You know
you
what
did.
I'm saying? And I needed y'all to be like, okay, girl.
Yes.
No, you
not
didn't.
that.
I
You
thought you was
tripping.
fine. I thought you were definitely fine. Check them because kids never too late to teach them.
Yeah.
But also, you also have to realize where they're at as well.
Yeah.
And I think that the advice we did give her was good.
Yes.
You know
It
what
was
I'm saying?
definitely
You
good
don't need
because
to hold on to none of that.
And she
Yeah.
checked
I'm not mad
herself.
at her for
Yeah.
telling
Remember,
it.
No,
she
tell
checked
them.
herself
Yeah.
because she was like, you know what? When I was like, well, give her grace because
Yeah.
you, at some point, you've made those type. And she was like, you know what? I did do that one time.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you need that reminder,
Yeah.
all of us,
Yeah.
because sometimes we forget where we came from.
Yeah.
But we all do things that, you know, we have to be checked
think she
about.
forgot?
So to catch everybody up,
She
so this
did,
is what it
remember?
is. So let's lay it out. So give everybody the construct.
Yes.
You know, so Easter is
tell
a
your
very
kids' business.
important holiday. It's not telling people's business. I don't have to give all the business.
said
I'm
my
saying the
niece.
It's her
construct.
business.
My niece's business.
Yeah. All right, you was just like F them. You
I
was
know.
on my
I
side.
love 'em.
That's one thing about my friends.
I
They
love
gonna be
'em.
on my side. Like, okay. But, you know, so Easter's very important. My kids are at the age. First of all, what I didn't stop and check myself about is that my daughters are so close. Like, I am so thankful for their relationship that they have with each other and that they have each other. Always, you know, from number one. But anyway, so they have their own lives. But I expect them, you know, to still be up under me because y'all been up under me
No, I don't expect that.
to
but go ahead.
30 days ago. Let's say 30 days. Because y'all been chasing me, riding my coattail. You know what I'm saying? And certain things I don't think I should have to say. I think certain things are just implied. Like you go see your family on Easter, on holidays. I would have
Yes.
appreciated it more if they went to brunch and got lit and got drunk and couldn't come see me, than to be home doing nothing. They to not spend
In
time
their
with me.
defense, they did go to 6 a.m. church.
They went to 8 o'clock church,
8
which
o'clock,
means
my
they had
bad.
6 hours between the time of church.
I'm just saying they went to church, so they got some upbringing.
Yes,
They know better.
exactly.
And
exactly.
on the other hand,
And they wasn't
they
trying to
did
be-
go see family. They just went to see the opposite
You gotta
side.
go
family.
see
That's cool.
both.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type
Yeah.
of person. But you had a window, a large window, where
They
you could have
did
done
have a
both.
window.
You're supposed to do both.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's it,
And
and
you know,
that's all.
and for them, this is probably the first time of them trying to
Maneuver.
figure out their own holidays.
And it's
So I gotta
okay.
let that slide. But what I had to check myself on is because, and I realized, and I probably do this with y'all, and I apologize in advance, is that I only know how to respond in anger. I don't know how to say, you know what, dang, my feelings is hurt. My go-to is what?
Rah, rah.
What? What?
Because 9 times
That's
out of
my
10 when you
go-to.
get mad, that's how it comes out. You just have to learn to give yourself a minute to calm down and then
Yeah.
respond.
Yeah.
It takes a little time, I've learned.
Yeah.
It just takes a little
Yeah.
time, but sometimes I just pop
Yeah.
off.
And when my
Forgive
youngest daughter
yourself.
asked me, do you still go to therapy? Because, and I think this is what it is, because, and this is probably another topic we'll touch on, later, but in my new environment, like, my students have me so riled up, and I can't do nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't cuss them.
true.
I can't be mean to them. So I take it out on people that's closest to me, because y'all gonna love me anyway. If
And
I
that's
cuss y'all out, you know
typically
I'm saying?
what
That's
happens,
not
though.
cool.
That's typically
You
what
being
happens.
human, it's
Yeah.
not all the time, but you're human.
You're human.
That's usually what happens in relationships
Yes.
and all that. They come home and take it out on the
Yes.
other one.
Yes.
You just gotta breathe and count to 10. You gotta give yourself some calm
Yeah.
down time.
Yes.
Nothing's wrong with checking your kids for some stuff you don't like. Please don't think you was wrong for that.
Yeah.
Because I still would check mine.
I don't
About some
think it
family
was.
stuff.
I don't think it
just
was
a-
wrong. It was the way she
Exactly,
came
but
at them.
to me with kids, they kill me trying to pick the way you come at them. Oh, that was very rude. Girl, boo, we got to talk bad too, we survived. Get over it.
But
It's okay.
is that a generational
we can
curse
be
I should break?
We can be
Yes.
better,
Yes.
but don't come at me
Yes.
telling me that was rude. Girl, bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
care. No manners great coming at me all the time telling me, say it to me nicer. What?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, because I'm grown.
I think there is a space for.
It's a time and a place.
I think there's a space where people can change behaviors.
I believe so.
Yeah, I do. And I think that sometimes, I think that we're part of that generation where we like, our parents did this way, this is how we gonna do it, and boom, this is the best way, and this is how we come, and we're not gonna change it, right?
Yeah.
That's how I think a lot of times we are like that. Like, we just gonna.
Yeah.
But I think that the kids are changing. They are. We just seen it happen right in our face. Kids
Yes.
are changing.
Yes.
And I'm not saying we have to change the way we parent to the total T, but I think sometimes that our approaches can be different. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because sometimes you can't reach them, and I've seen so many people's families like break up because their approach was wrong. Not that you hate people or that there was dislike or anything, but the approach was wrong. Some people are just like, oh no, I'm done.
Yeah.
After the way you talk to me over
Yes,
this. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I think that we can just approach things different because we, families, and sometimes, just because it's the way that it's always been done, it don't mean I have to keep being that way.
Yeah,
So I
for
think
real.
that
I
that's
do,
the
I
reason
agree.
the way, the way that we approach things, and it's a lot of things that I want to approach a certain way, but I have learned that you just have to not sometimes say anything.
I agree
until
with
you
Well,
can.
and a lot of times I
don't
think
do
that
everything the old people do, but some of it I really feel like y'all are killing me with that. Oh, my mental health, girl.
But it's real.
But what if
No,
it
but
is
this
really
is what I'm
real
saying,
though?
When you raise, each child is different.
Each child is different.
And when you know that child, some of that time when you popping out with that, it's game. I
Yeah.
ain't saying that it always ain't true. But some of that, oh, it's my mental health. Girl, boo, you wasn't acting like that when you was woo, woo, woo. I don't like that all the time.
I can see that,
I do
too.
think each child you should talk. I talk to each one of mine different.
Yeah.
And you know when and what's going on with
Right.
them and how to talk to them.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you keep talking nice, what results are you gonna get? Sometimes you gotta hurt somebody's feelings for them to hear you and hear what you're saying. I didn't say you gotta. Well, you don't always have to wop wop wop. I agree
Yes.
with that because I didn't want to get yelled at. It got on my nerves.
Yeah.
You can't approach it differently, but nah, please don't keep coming to me talking about, you can say it nicer. Girl, I'm grown. Go on.
Yeah.
I just think that you have to get to the point to where you are able to really hear from
Yes,
your
you have to hear
children,
your
that you
children,
allow
yes.
them to
say
express
something.
how you make them feel. Because sometimes we do pop off.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's more so where you've come at me like this is my home. Where you come at me like I'm somebody on the street. And I done probably went broke for your ass. And I'm like, well, who are you talking to?
Right.
But
It's both ways.
it's
Who
both
are you
ways.
talking to?
Who you talking to?
And that's what I mean with that way.
But we do also have to be able to apologize, because I feel for me, I didn't hear that. I never heard that I'm sorry from my parent. You know what I'm saying? It was always the highway of this, you know,
That's 'cause that's all
this
they
or that.
knew.
Right.
We learning different. I do agree.
We're
with that.
learning different.
But in a moment as the mama, if I'm checking you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't say too much to
You
me
probably shouldn't
till
say too much.
the next day when I'm a little more calmer. That's what I'm saying. Don't
that
hit
was my
me with
point.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
why you talking to me angry? Because I can't.
'Cause I'm
Yes.
angry.
Just
Yeah.
like you said, you
Yeah.
don't know what kind of stress I was under to do
That
this,
part,
this, and that
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I broke my neck for you, and you coming in here like
Yes.
I'm wrong for telling you go see my mama.
Yeah.
Girl, I'll mug you to the ground.
Hey, and I ain't even gonna lie. I done had
That's
a
what
few
I'm
of them
saying. It
moments.
take you. No, and that's what I'm saying. That's how you feeling, and in that moment, I know I can walk off, and tomorrow we can talk about
Yes,
it. Maybe I
yeah.
shouldn't have yelled at you like that, but I was pissed. But don't
Yes.
tell me, oh, you're responding with anger, girl.
Right.
You lucky I ain't yoked you up in here and
Thank
took
you.
a charge.
So all I'll say is that
Express yourself to me.
I think that
tomorrow.
sometimes that we say we can talk about it tomorrow, but sometimes kids don't get over it tomorrow, and then you can have
It lingers.
But that's what
it
it
lingers.
But that's
Yeah.
where the parenting and you comes
Yeah.
in.
But I'm saying we can say that about our children because we know what we got.
Yeah.
I have met so many people
That's
in
true.
life where they
Yeah.
don't like their mama. They don't
Yes.
like their
Yes,
children.
And I
Yes.
found
They
that,
don't like
I think that is
Yes.
so
That's crazy to me.
crazy.
Like,
Yes.
no. I mean, what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, you know, we have to watch how we say it because,
Yeah.
you know, it's just because we just got to. And,
Yeah.
and you know, you got to be mindful for other people's feelings, period.
And how you said that was, I had a young lady, she was just talking cold, crazy at school. And I'm like, I said, do your mama know you talk like that? She was like, yeah, I talk to her like that. Because
Oh.
she talks to me like that.
Exactly. They don't. Everyone is different. You gotta see
Yeah.
the upbringing and the reason why every situation.
Yeah.
Like some people, it really might not have happened. They just might be crazy. Some of these kids.
Yeah.
But a lot
Maybe,
of them,
maybe.
Yeah, some of them just might be trying to be too grown
Yeah.
too early. But some of them, like you said, her mama talking. She don't know no other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ain't shown her, you gotta be shown some different ways.
And like Tiffany said too, though, they growing up in a different generation also. So ain't no telling what they done heard throughout the day at school in their regular life, and then you get home and now they popping off of you
With
because
social
of
media,
something that
too.
done happened that you don't even have a clue, because they don't tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't know everything that's going on with them. So now they done popped off at you, and now you done popped off at them, and it's just a cycle. And it's just, when does
Everybody's
the
popping
cycle?
out.
Everybody's popping
I
off.
can't imagine having a minor right now.
Oh my gosh, no.
I can't imagine.
No,
my brain
I mean, it's
cannot wrap its
crazy.
hand. I would like be nuts because
crazy.
parenting, I survived it then. It was so much more different. I'm grateful. All this social
Yeah.
media, that would drive me insane.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
because that is what a lot of these younger kids are emulating. It's social media.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
all they see.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta do better parenting, parents. You gotta
Yeah.
check these,
Yeah.
take them outside
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
Make them read a book. Give them
Do
some
something.
incentive.
Yeah.
Like you gotta give these kids, like little, you
But,
gotta kind of shuck them
and
and
even
drive
still,
them.
Not
because
even the little ones, just like even the ones as teenagers, like
Yeah.
like all that fighting at the
Spend
chow
some
wagon.
time
I
with
think
them.
that a lot of it stems from reality shows.
I agree at
exactly what it
baddies.
is.
And they think
Baddie, baddie, baddie.
Cause
Yeah.
oh, listen, baby,
Disrespectful.
those girls at the chow wagon fight, honey, they wasn't there looking a hot mess, honey. They was fitted up, hair done, everything, been fighting. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
When I'm going out to be cute, I'm not trying to fight.
I'm not trying to
Yes.
fight.
And that's
But they with that.
different environment
But
you
they
were
with
raised
that.
in.
No, but people are with it. All I'm saying is I think that's being emulated on TV too much, that it's okay to fight.
It
even
is,
cute.
though.
Even if you get cute, it's okay to, fight. And it's not.
But
it's not
here's the
okay.
thing.
It's always been okay to fight if you
like,
don't fight.
I could.
If you
I
were fighting, you just
probably-
got.
You
not
never
for
got
us.
real cute. You planned that. If you knew you was going to the parade
I
and
don't
somewhere else to fight, you wore stuff to fight in.
Well, here's
back
the
in
thing,
day.
though.
You remember that?
Yes, but here's the thing,
You
though.
already
Their
knew.
generation
No,
does
it's different.
plan all these fights. They plan
And
that
they
they're
still
going to
be
go
cute.
to those spots and they
wanna
still going to be
on camera
cute.
like you said.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a different
'Cause it's
generation,
baddies.
boo.
Yeah.
In our era, if we saw a girl walking up to the party looking rough, we knew she
We
wanted
already
to
knew what
fight.
she was on.
Because she wasn't dressed
Yes.
up. That's our
Yes.
era. In
Yeah.
this era, girl, they be fly. They don't care. Oh, you ready? You won't get her? Baby, they shooting and fighting.
Shooting and
girl,
fighting.
that's the difference.
These young
I wasn't never
women
trying to tear
are
out my
off the chain.
outfits.
Right.
Or
Thank
break
you.
my
Or
nails.
mess up my hair.
Yeah.
Or my
Hey,
nails.
what I'm about
Remember
to
we
do
had
is
them
pull
long
my
nails?
wig off, baby. What
Yeah,
you not gonna do?
But they can just glue it right back on. But,
What you
and
not
so, which
doing?
raises a question
hilarious.
is like, because we know that social media is wrong. We know that it's not true reality. But I feel like some of their parents are so young, and
I
their
agree.
parents like
Okay,
the
you
bad.
right. Yeah.
So the parents condone it. Like nobody is telling them that
It's like,
This is
not
wrong.
real,
This
just
isn't
TV.
real. Yeah.
This
Hey,
isn't
I
TV.
can't imagine
Nobody
being
should act like
nobody's
this in real life.
parent.
It's sad.
Baby,
That's what I'm saying. That, like a parent with a 15-year-old
I
is
got
probably
a
about 32,
12-year-old
33.
that says
You
her
could be
mom
having a
is
15-year-old.
27.
You can definitely, yeah.
You got a what?
Wait,
a
what?
12-year-old that says her mom is 27.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she had her at 15.
15.
There you go.
But I will say this, that young lady is my number one student. She's smart, she's respectful, she looks the part, like, you know, always cute. Her hair's always done, she has that stuff. She is well loved. And so, and
You
one
can
day,
tell the
and I told her one day, I was like, you are blessed. Do you know this? And she was like, yeah, I do. And we went on a field trip,
Yeah.
and when she was in my group, we got off the bus, she got us all in a circle, she prayed for
Oh,
everybody.
wow.
Yes, like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like
So
it is,
see,
it's some people's out here doing the right thing.
It's always a few
raising their
sprinkled in.
kids.
That's
They
what
do.
you gotta be
Yeah.
grateful.
It's raising their kids. But the problem is, you got 100 more
That ain't.
that's on some BS.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
It's
it
really sad.
is.
It's really sad.
It is.
It is. This is just a different generation.
We still gotta try to each one teach one though.
Yep.
You're doing a great job touching
Yes.
lives for real. I know it gets on your nerves, but you're doing good.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
I like that you're doing that. They're gonna be like, I loved Miss Short one day.
Yeah.
You might have gave somebody some inspiration. I loved it.
Yeah.
Keep doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Come home, decompress, start over again in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, the lady I told you about, she said her husband told her every morning, get up, you got this. These kids, go be a
I
great
love
teacher.
it. Yes.
And I was just like,
See,
That's what I
yeah.
need.
We need to start
honey.
saying that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get some
exactly.
inspiration.